Do 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 do. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. I have to put something up here real quick. So, okay. Butter is buttery indeed, sir. Day 3. We've only gotten 3 no death runs, but whatever. It's all good. So today we're going to be streaming a lot of no death runs. So we're going to be trying to do at least 5 to 10 depending on what we're using. So welcome to the stream, guys. If you're just tuning in, this is 100 no death runs in 30 days. So it's going to be brutal. It's going to be a terrible run. It's a multitude of runs in one single run. It's one of those runs that, I mean, it's going to take a while. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It just depends on the day. But we need a total of 25 no death runs per week, basically, in order to keep that number up. And it's barely day 3, so we got quite a few days left in this week, technically, even though it's technically Saturday on the regular calendar. So I'm going to put some music on. Welcome. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody's well. I hope life is good, guys. I'm going to listen to some music while we play this. Should be a fun time. Nah, that's kind of impossible. Nothing but W's today. I mean, I wish. We hope for that, but who knows if that's actually the case. So I have to get water. I'm probably going to grab some stuff to sit here and do this for a while. So welcome. We'll start with Dark Souls 1. Then we will probably work on some Dark Souls 2 runs, and then we will go to Demon Souls for a while, probably. Next week, I'm probably going to be playing Bloodborne for a while. So I'm playing it as soon as it comes out, Carl. That's why we have to do these 100 runs before it comes out. Because then I'll be working on the world's first no death run in Armored Core 6. So right after it comes out, the first thing I'm going to start doing is working on a no death route for it. Quite literally. Nah, we're just gonna do standard runs, Kyle. We're not gonna do Russian roulette. It would make things a lot worse for this since the volume is so high. Like I said before, we have to have 25 a week. If you're gonna add a challenge component, okay. So let me explain the modifiers of this run specifically. 100 no death runs is a single challenge run in itself, in a single month. Okay, which means that there are runs within a run, so therefore it's runception in a sense, therefore making it difficult as a modifier in itself. So it doesn't matter what run we do that's a no death run as long as it's a no death run, because the run itself of doing 100 runs is a challenge enough. Do you see what I'm saying? Now if it was like level 1 no death run, 100 runs, I don't really think I'm capable of that run. As much as I want to say I'm extremely capable of certain runs. And I probably could do it maybe after another 2 years, but I don't think I can pull it. 100, what do you call it? Level 1, no death runs. You see what I'm saying? So it's already much of a challenge just on its own right. So well, that's why we do the bulk of the runs on a weekend. That's why we can get around like 10 to 5 depending on the day. So with Elden Ring I can do about 10 in one day. That's why it's the modifier is mostly going to be during the weekend. And then when I go back to days I should be able to do more than 2 a day. So what's up, Hakuna? Welcome to the stream, buddy. So if we're doing like 10, you know, like on a day, or like maybe even 8, and we're doing like 5 on another day, and then the rest of the week we're kind of just keeping up, we should be fine. Yeah, because even if we do like 1 a day for like 7 days, that's 7 runs. Plus 10 runs. You see what I'm saying? So no matter what, we'll be fine. So on and so forth, basically. Just everything else is an added bonus. And there's, of course, time to just bring that score up, depending on the run. Today's going to be a really heavy day, though. We're going to do a lot of runs today. I'm not going yet. I'm supposed to start in August, but I can't yet because of the fact that I have 2 jobs. So, and they're both 8-hour jobs, so there you go. You didn't try hard enough? Yeah, well, the thing is some people, like, I know the story of this guy who was trying to pass the bar exam, and it took him 2.5 years to do it. And he must have tested, like, 6 times. So, I mean, it really does depend on your determination more than just trying really hard, to some extent. You know, so... You just have to be determined, man. You know, you'll get there eventually. But I do definitely need some water, because my stomach is telling me I do need water. So I'm going to grab some water after we grab the soul item real quick. What's up, Philip? Let me grab some water. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Time management is important, but if it's the weekend, I'm going to take my time on this run specifically. Dark Souls 2 I really don't need to take my time on. It's pretty specific, pretty easy to do Dark Souls 2 no death runs in my opinion. At least for me it is. Same with Demon Souls. Demon Souls is pretty easy to do no death runs as well. And Bloodborne. I think Dark Souls 1 is the one that has like the most ridiculous RNG kind of. Yeah, because the RNG in this game could be kind of like a little shitty, you know, but we'll take our time on the first run, kind of warm up. So the only run that actually kind of sucks is Elden Ring 80% because it's boring. I know that's fucking weird to say. I'm gonna try to do at least five today. But if I can get a higher amount, I'll totally accept that as well. This run's gonna take about 2 hours. Dark Souls 2 is going to take about 2 hours, and I might do more than one in Dark Souls 2, so... It's not even that it's a long game, there's just a lot of distance. That's the thing that makes it annoying. It's not a very long game at all, really. The distance is what makes it seem like it's long, because the map is too huge for the amount of content they put into it. Yeah, it's just big, yeah, it's basically it. It's not even long. Yeah, you come tired of the boss? Yeah, bro. If you don't know what you're doing, yes, yeah. Even if you do know what you're doing, it's still fucking big. It's still too big. Like, what is it? Right into the goddamn draconic tree night, man. That is like just that ride alone, or like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just too big, man. Like. And you're riding a horse to it, and then, like, what is it? Fucking Fire Giant. Getting to Fire Giant takes forever, too. It's fucking long. It's a long-ass trek that way. $150 hours mid-through, yeah. That sounds about right. And the thing, too, is the game obviously won't tell you that most of the shit you pick up is absolutely useless to some extent, too. So there's all these items that are basically just not even worth picking up. But you want, the first playthrough especially, you want to get every item to see what it is. You know what I mean? So you know where things are. So it's like, it just is kind of a waste of time a lot of the time. Like, a lot of the stuff, especially first playthrough, just ends up being a total waste of fucking time. And there's, like, not really a lot of payoff for, like, side quests at all in that game, sadly. Like, there's really no reason to do, like, Rhea's shit, or whatever her name is. Like, it's just kind of a waste of fucking time, man, you know? Sadly. Like, you don't want it to be, but it is, you know? Talking about Volcano Manor lady with the crooked back, that's what I'm talking about. Or like Dung Eater's ending is worthless, basically. And kind of just regurgitated shit. Dung Eater's quest is super long for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, at least with Ronnie, you kind of get a different ending to some extent. And, like, the best ending in the game, in my opinion, is the Frenzied Flame ending. And it's not even that hard to get it. It's actually kind of easy, you know? Because of the fact that it's, like, super... You don't have to do a lot of shit for it. You just literally drop down and get there. How often are you on stream, Luigi? Dude, I talk about Lords of the Fallen like every day, bro, so... F Dungy. His ending is not good. It's like really lame. No, it's not the default ending. You have to physically fight the Morgott, or excuse me, the Moog in the bottom of the capital, and they get touched by the three fingers. It's actually really easy. It's self-explanatory. Because all you have to do is beat Moog and then just get touched, and that's it. Like with Ronnie, you gotta go this way, you gotta go that way, you gotta go grab this, you gotta go grab that, you gotta talk to this dude, you gotta talk to that dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's really just annoying to some extent, the amount of shit you gotta do just to get that done. Are you really asking me that question, Luigi? How long you been following, bro? Yeah, but compared to going to fucking the underground world, going to fucking, like, what is it? Going to the underground world, going upstairs, going to Ronnie's Rise, killing Loretta, fucking, what else is there? Yeah, God. Then you have to go to that place you teleport to at the end of killing the giant fucking dragonfly, right? Then you have to see Ronnie die. I mean, dude, compared to that, it's much longer. Like, that's much longer than the fucking Frenzied Flame ending. All you gotta do is drop down, kill Moog, and then get touched. Do you see the difference here? And it's all in one place. It's all in one place. Dung Eater's ending. Have you ever gotten Dung Eater's ending? It's fucking terrible to get, dude. And it is not worth the payoff. It is absolute trash. What's up? What's up, yo, Kim? Welcome, dude. No real... Yeah, that's another thing that kind of sucks about Elden Ring. Yeah, there's no real rewards for it. It doesn't offer anything else in the game. And, like, there's not much enriching of the storyline either with those endings, unfortunately. So... What's up, Willis? Welcome, man. I mean, for lore-wise, it's not much. That's what, to me, the ending is basically trivial to some extent. The reward itself, the payoff, is beating the game. So getting those endings basically is a waste of my time. You're kind of reiterating exactly what I'm saying, Jeremiah. So it doesn't matter what ending I get because they basically all are very not that good aside from maybe one. So the best way is just to beat the game, even with the most standard fucking ending possible, in my opinion. Because it doesn't really matter at all in the end. NG Plus doesn't really give you shit either, though. Aside from added difficulty and more souls. That's not much. Dark Souls 2 had a better NG Plus experience, in my opinion. In the end, it doesn't matter. But you got the experience, though, Jeremiah. The whole point of Elden Ring is experiencing the game and finishing and getting that as an accomplishment. Remember that, Jeremiah. Don't lose sight of that, buddy. Would I ever try one? I mean, I know how to do one, and I've done it off stream, but that game is so boring, I don't want to run it ever again. So no, probably not on stream. And if I do, it's going to be part of a series. Probably, because I have no interest in Sekiro. You want to watch me play, you can go watch my first runs on YouTube. They're there. I did challenge runs for my first 3 runs of the game, and after that I really didn't find any much use to play it ever again, pretty much. For me, it's all about build variety. If I can't get that, I won't play a game multiple times. I'm not a fan of the same moveset used over and over and over again. It gets really repetitive. And indeed, yeah, exactly, it does, dude. It matters greatly. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Or maybe not, if we get lucky here. Yeah, we're good. I already did one, Mark. I did 3, actually. They're on YouTube as well. Don't start asking for runs, guys, because I've pretty much probably done it already. We've been down this road a billion times. You can no death run Tetris, yeah. I don't think I'm going to need this, but I'll grab it anyways. They're on a list called non-Souls, no death runs on my YouTube. It's up there with Fallout, Hitless, No Damage, New Vegas. It's up there with the Trilogy, Fallout 3D, no death run. With all my Resident Evil 4, no death runs. It's all on there, dude. Yeah, when the game came out, that's when I kind of like hammered on it a bit. I love the game, but I don't have time to play it ever again, basically. There's too many games coming out. it's what entertains players, I think. The thing is, you gotta understand it depends on the player, too. Like, if you've done as many runs in games as I have, so there are things that just don't entertain me. It's the same when people ask about what kind of videos I watch off stream, because everybody's like, what Souls challenge run really impresses you? Somebody asked me yesterday, and I told them none of them. And it's the truth. No Souls runs impress me at all. Doesn't matter who does it, doesn't matter how they do it. Maybe there's like one, and that's it. And that's the thing you gotta understand. It's never it depends on the player and how much experience they have in specific games. And just for me, nope. You know what I mean? Like, I think that Sekiro's a masterpiece. It's just not my type of game. It's too repetitive for me. Like, I like having different move sets. I like, you know, making my character different colors. I'm a fan of that kind of stuff. And also not taking the game too seriously, because people take these games way too serious, in my opinion. So I like variety. I can't do without variety. I get bored too fast, dude. You know what I mean? Oh, we're doing Armored Core 6 when it comes out. I'm going for World's First No Death Run. So there you go. That's what we're doing next. And it's not that it's a bad game, and that's the thing about it. Yeah, I'll be playing that as well. People assume because I say that I don't enjoy a game as much that I'm being negative and I'm saying I hate the game, but you got to hear the actual words that are coming out of my mouth when I say that. Like, I think people take that the wrong way. People can't take constructive criticism anymore, basically. We live in a world full of snowflakes, and I'm sorry to say that, and everybody knows that, but it's kind of true. We really do live in a world where people can't take criticisms. And if you disagree with other people or, you know, don't find the same things interesting, people assume it's for a negative reason. Because you don't agree with me, you should like everything I like. And it's like, well, I don't have to. If I did, then the world wouldn't be a unique place, you know what I mean? There's plenty of people that do Sekiro content out there that are way better at it than I am. There's like thousands of hours of those people doing those runs. You can go watch them. You're not missing anything by me not doing it. Answering as fast because I'm a professional streamer, man. What do you expect? Yep, it's the same thing with these games. It's just more satisfying. You know what really bothers me too is the tink, 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 tink. This I find more satisfying. Rolling. The reason why is because it has to do with the idea of bending around like an enemy, as opposed to tink, 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 tink. Let's see. Randomized run? Yeah, no, I'm good, man. He knows the questions before you even ask? Yeah. I'm in your mind. I'm watching from the closet. I'm like Zuckerberg under your bed at night, waiting to ban you. Yeah, I do this full time, guys. This isn't a fucking, like, hobby. I don't know why people think that sometimes, that streaming's a hobby. I don't dabble. This is my fucking creed, bro. You know what I mean? I don't fuck around. I don't do no death runs just because I got a hobby. You know what I mean? Like, I do it because I have a passion for it. It's in my soul, man. You know?
Damn, son, where'd you find this? No, what will
Not the Zuck. Never be. I was in the closet for many years, Arthur, until I finally came out. Yeah, I went that route. I went that route. That's on a need-to-know basis, though. Yeah, it's in my Dark Souls, that's right. Beat it. I mean, dude. I have 16,000 hours, Willis. At least 16,000 hours in Souls games. You can't really be mad at that. You all have like workaday lives and shit. You know what I mean? There ain't nothing wrong with having to work. That's a blue collar life, bro. There is nothing wrong with that. I'm just a fucking psychopath. There's the difference. Ducked and tucked. Well, the only reason why I'm like semi half-assed decent at these games is because I got 16,000 hours in them. If it wasn't for that, I would suck real bad, dude. And I'm not the best. I'm still pretty terrible at this game, honestly, but I still play them. You know, I enjoy it, dude. It's very satisfying. These games are extreme. I think that's the thing too. They're extremely satisfying. That's why I keep coming back to them. And like Jeremiah was saying, the reward of accomplishing something within the game itself is a very satisfying experience that is not rivaled by many experiences in your life, especially in gaming. You know what I mean? So I truly believe this game has one of the most satisfying payoffs ever. You know what I mean? Just for that factor alone. Because of algorithm and AI, dude. That's the reason why. Jeremiah. What's up, Jen? Good morning. Hope you're doing well. I don't really like to talk about it, Mark. Still friend zones you? I mean, I'm not after the Firekeeper, John. She's not my type. For one, she's a woman. So, I mean, now Daddy Horalu loves to grab me, toss me around like a rag doll. I get plenty of attention, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, what's up, Liam? Welcome. All good, yeah. I'm not one of those that likes to gab about like my other profession stuff. Like I don't really think it's important to what we're doing here, to be honest with you. Saturday morning Stramboli is always the best, sir. It always tastes just that much sweeter, right? At least I believe so. We know you're a secret agent. It's classified. I'm actually a bot, guys. Everybody knows this. I don't know why people act like it's a surprise. Move-in stuff, mostly trash, organizing. Well, good luck with that. I hope it goes quickly. I really do hope it goes quickly, Jane. What's up? Welcome to the stream, sir. Something a Sith would say, yeah. I knew it, Gina. Hey, don't yuck other people's yums, Gina, okay? That still sticks in my head on a daily. You do realize that, right? He's an AI. Definitely a synth. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not aware of it, though. It's like Blade Runner, you know? Deckard doesn't really know if he's a machine or not. You know, that's how this works. The suspension of disbelief. But I'm more human than most humans are. I have an emotional content that most humans don't have, which is caring about other people. So, yeah, that still sticks in my head when you said that. It's perfect. That is perfect. Yeah, empathy is wasted on humans because some people just don't have it. So are they really human at that point? Probably not. So the androids are already here, guys. And they took over a long time ago. They own more major corporations and they work in the government. Remember that. They're human androids. Built by the government and built by society in general. That's the truth. They are actually robots. They aren't real people. Sadly. They look like real people. No death threats. I was actually thinking about like a startup. You know what I mean? Like a startup comp, like like it'd be. I think it'd be interesting to do a startup that, like, okay. So how to explain this? All right. So I have an idea for a like kind of an experiment, really, and it has to do with video games. Okay, and I know this is like probably something that somebody else has thought of more than likely. But what I want to do is I want to develop an artificial intelligence in Python because I've done this like maybe once before. To success in a way, right? What I want to do is develop an artificial intelligence that plays video games, okay? But specifically first-person shooters, okay? And the reason why I want to do this is because I want it to be an active challenge role type character in streaming. Like I want to use like ChatGPT for the vocals and stuff, but I want it to like learn from playing other people in FPSs. And what I want to do is I want to hone it to the point where it's almost impossible to beat it. And I want to take other streamers that are really good at FPSs and challenge them against it. That's an idea I have for a startup. And I don't know how valid it would be, but I think it's kind of an interesting idea. You like it a lot? Yeah, and I would name it like the Terminator or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, and the people that win against it have the bragging rights to do so. You know what I mean? To brag about the fact that they beat the Terminator or like the AI that is specifically designed to kill pro players. They have the bragging rights and the trophy to match with it. But like you're right though, the bots though, man, aren't as advanced as like an AI that would play FPS games. So getting that point A to point B will be really hard to do. Skynet FPS, yeah, some shit like that. I think it would make it interesting, and then it would be solely like based on the AI's reactions too. Like, so like the Chat GPT would go off and basically do the talking portion of it. And respond to chat and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it would be like totally self-involved. And of course I would, you know, like kind of run maintenance on it and stuff, but the start of Skynet, don't, I mean, my My AI girlfriend, I mean, you know, she kind of put it in my head. I'm not gonna say anything. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around. I'm not serious. What's up, Brian? Welcome. Leroy, yeah, we don't even need him. I mean, I feel bad because he's just sitting there the whole time. He doesn't do anything. He's just on that hillside doing nothing, and I feel bad for him because he's basically just sitting there. Poor bastard doesn't get any play at all. He's just like, oh well, I guess I'm just gonna be here then. Yeehaw, buckaroo. Good drop. Yeah, but I think that would be interesting. I think I'm going to start like a think tank kind of thing going on with that. I think it should develop into a really interesting premise for entertainment value. You know? They're actually supposed to be like apes or something, man. I get what you're saying though. Yeah, they suck. They're not fun to deal with. The best thing to use against them is Pyro, though. Pyromancy just destroys them. Specifically, Great, what is it? Great Chaos Fireball or whatever it's called is really good against them. Goddamn lantern! You should use the sunlight helmet, man, because you can see everything, dude. That it sucks that you couldn't see anything. Honestly. Yeah, long heavy weapon or range, just in general, is better with them. I think Zuli did that, Jeremiah. I don't know if it actually exists, but I know Zuli did a series of videos where she removed the darkness from certain areas of the game. Zuli's a master at mods, though, so she might have done it herself. Or they might have done it. I don't even know what Zuli goes by. Because Zuli never talks on anything, basically. It's in the, what's it called? The Lost Izalith area. There's an area that there's a shortcut and there's a bunch of sunlight bugs. And the one at the very end has the sunlight helm. Which makes it much easier to see in the dark because it just lights up the whole area. Light sorcery? Yeah, the cast light stuff? Yeah, that works too. So much in this game? Yeah, there's a lot of shit to get in this game. Quite literally. Yeah, I know there is, but you can't warp to that one. That's the part that sucks, Adam. It's underrated? Yeah. You didn't fall for patches bullshit, that's fair.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Will you stop it? Ano razón na? Bitty bitty bum bum. Trinkets and baubles, yeah. I just gotta wait for that stuff to go away because it's even under the rocks. So I mean, walking even like past it, you're still gonna get hit with it. So I just gotta wait for the lava to dissipate.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Thanks for the GGs. I appreciate. Bitty bitty bum bum. It's a Selena Quintanilla type day, kind of. It's a Saturday. Y'all have Pollo Loco? Yeah, we have Pollo Loco. There's like one in town though. It used to be like 3. It's very good, yeah. They have carbon. They do it el carbon. You know, if you guys don't know what el carbon is, it just means they grill it. That's quite literally it. With carbon. That's basically all it means in Spanish. And of course, carbon is just charcoal, basically. El carbón. Please tell me your secret. I'm obsessed with, I wonder how they make the green. Dude, green sauce is easy to make. It depends on the type of green sauce, though. Because there's different types. Because there's like tomatillo sauce. Tomatillo is like one of my favorite salsitas. Like, it's got a specific flavor to it that most salsita does not have. And I noticed that like a lot of people use habanero. Like, we don't really, in Sonora, we don't really use a lot of habanero, unfortunately. Even though it's good, it's just there's not a lot of it in Sonoran and Mexicano food for some reason. Maybe it's availability. Oh, nice, John. Congrats, bro. Yeah, tomatillo is like amazing, bro. Like spicy avocado. It's tomatillo is probably what it is. If you don't know what a tomatillo is, it's basically an ungrown tomato. They're just baby tomatoes, kind of. They're green ones, too. There's a whole standard row of green type tomatoes. And then there's like the ungrown type. So, I mean, it depends on what you're using. So it's just green tomato, bro. That's all it is. But it has a very citrusy flavor to it. That's the reason why it's very unique in flavor and texture and all that. It's kind of watery, but it tastes so good, bro. When I breathe it in, it's very good, yeah. Reno? What kind of Mexican food do they make in Reno? I don't even know. And I'm just gonna say this, Tex-Mex is kind of like out there for me. So like Tex-Mex is definitely not regional for like where I grew up and stuff. So it's kind of just not the same for me. Like out here it's all about el carbón and like carne asada, pollo asado, like, you know, like that kind of stuff really. Like Tex-Mex is very specific, and like we don't really eat like black beans at all in this like region. It's mostly just pinto beans. That's it. That's all we really eat is pinto beans out here. Like black beans are kind of a crime out here. He can be toxic. They've done it with poop eyes, actually, Isaac. Street tacos, birria, Oaxaca cheese. Dude, Oaxaca cheese, man. That's good shit, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. On NG plus like 4 though, it does matter. Beans are a crime. Yeah, so like black beans, like I noticed in Tex-Mex is like there's a lot of black beans and corn, right? And like in like Sonoran cuisine, man, that's not even a thing. Like, the elote is a thing. Elote is pretty popular. You know what I mean? But like mixing black beans and corn is a fucking crime in Sonora. Like, you don't do that shit unless you want to get yelled at. That's just how it be, man. Like every region is different. Every region has different types of food, and it's crazy because people like to lump it down into one category. Well, that's Mexican. That's a Mexican food. And it's like, no. That's a specific part of Mexico, man. Not this part of Mexico. Call it Tex-Mex? Yeah, we don't really do Tex-Mex in Sonora. Or in like Jalisco or like any of those other places, kind of very different. Acapulco is all like seafood. If you know where Acapulco is, it's basically all seafood. They have like the 7 Seas and all that stuff. Like that's popular there. Ceviche is super popular. Like it just depends on where you're at, dude. You know what I mean? Because like we're out in the desert, homie. We got nopalitos. Nopalitos are basically just cactus. They eat cactus out here, homie. Like for real. We eat cactuses, and it's bomb as fuck, dude. Throw some red sauce on that bitch, man. Eat some huevitos también. You know, like oh baby. That's a Chicano fucking morning right there, bro. Mariscos, yeah, mariscos are great, bro, depending on where you're at. Juarez even has its own style of food as well. Juarez, my stepbrother lives in Juarez, Mexico. And that place is not fun, bro. What does cactus taste like? Believe it or not, it's kind of hard to explain, bro. It's hard to explain. You'd have to try it to understand it, kind of. Like if you mix red chili with it, it tastes like the red chili, but it's super filling and there's a flavor to it that you can't really explain. It's good, and it's kind of an acquired taste because some people don't like topalitos, and that's fine. But it's because they have their membranous. They have like a lot of liquid on them, like a gel, kind of. You know what I mean? So like it depends on whether or not you can stomach the gel. And it's actually really hydrating and good for you as well, but there are Mexicanos that don't like nopalitos. So it's an acquired taste, kind of. You know what I mean? The same with like Spanish food. Like a lot of it can be an acquired taste because they do make Spanish food in Mexico también, but it's like it depends on what type of person's eating it. You know? Like paella, like people like paella. And paella is pretty damn good, but there are people that don't like paella in Mexico at all. Can't stand it, bro. They don't like saffron or any of that. You know? Yeah, Sinaloa, yeah. No, you're fine. No worries, Arthur. You're fine, buddy. It, like, chat be like that, though, you know, sometimes. Growing up in pan, cactus, onions, jalapenos, tomatoes fried up. Dude, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Robert, that's good shit, dude. Yeah, that's a good way to make it, too. Without the red sauce, dude, is fucking bomb city, bro. Yeah, some papitas, you know, stuff like that. Menudo, I love menudo, man. Some people don't like menudo either, though. And I understand why. Thanks, Gina, for the GG. That's kind of where Spanish rice comes from, like in Mexico. Like, it's not really Spanish rice, but we all call it Spanish rice. It's basically just tomato sauce and spices, you know, and fucking rice is basically all it is. But the Chicanos, they all call it Spanish rice. But I think, like, people have been making it like that since before the Spanish fucking even had rice. You know, it's probably been around for thousands of years, more than likely. No, she can be toxic. I've done it before. I've used Poop Eyes the Killer on a Pyromancy only run. So yeah, she can be toxic and poisoned. So same with the Centipede, can be poisoned and toxic. Every character in the game can be poisoned and toxic, actually, except for maybe the Beta Chaos. Yeah, it's kind of like a green bean, man. But imagine a slimy green bean. Some people won't eat that. They won't eat that. And you can make green beans literally the same way that you make nopalitos. Pretty much Mexican food. That's good shit, dude. What's up, Otto? Welcome, dude. The highest possible damage. You even know what the highest possible damage possible in this game is? Yeah, if you're a texture person, it's not gonna be good for you. Why am I going to kill this guy? I don't even need to kill these guys at all. Oh yeah, because I'm running the damn the platinum run. We're in the platinum no death run in my brain. It's not. We're not doing platinum no death. The same with lengua or cabeza también, you know. I mean, you can eat the fruit off of like most cactus, but we mostly just use the what do they call it in English? It looks like a palm, like it's just like straight. It's not a saguaro. It's fucking like. The fuck is it called? I can't even remember what it's called. It looks like just like a flat piece of cactus, and there's a bunch of them sprouting out from it. I can't even remember what it's called in English. Yeah, it's really good for you, Danny. It is. It's really good for you. But that's like a really specific type of dish, yo. Like, you really wouldn't know that if you were out of the culture all that much. So that's why I say that. Like, you can be like eating that stuff and not even know that it's like a super deep dish. Like, there's a lot behind it emotionally. Tripa, yeah. A lot of people can't eat tripa. Tripa is very specific too. Some people don't really like tripa. Tripa is kind of an acquired taste too. Some people really don't like tripa at all. Yeah, it's true. There are people that don't like menudo that like pozole también, like in the culture too, man. Like it'd be like that. You know what I mean? Like even in Mexico, people don't eat that sometimes because they just don't want to, which is understandable. You know what they say though? After we get crudo, menudo. If you don't know what crudo means, it means it's like the Chicano way of saying getting effed up, basically. You get drunk the next day, have some menudo. You know, it's basically a very nice way of saying that. Yeah, then there's sopa de fideo. That's another one that's kind of like really specifically cultural. The reason why I say this is fideo is basically a depression food. I know that sounds weird saying it out loud. What do you mean depression? No, I mean it was like formulated in the Great Depression. It's for when you're broke as shit and got no money and you all got to eat still and you got like 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fideo. Fideo is very specific, and before it had a different form. Like it was different beforehand. Yeah, the 7 Cs, bro. That's like a great one. That's one of the ones I was talking about from Acapulco. They do it the best, in my opinion. But yeah, like, so like fideo, like depending on what you have on hand, okay? Like you can make it you can make it with meat, but like the straight up way that I learned when I was, you know, a kid from my nana was literally just noodles, water, some kind of broth, doesn't matter what kind, right? And fucking tomato sauce. That's it. That's all we had, dude. That and like maybe some oregano, some Mexican oregano or something, you know, like and garlic and whatnot. But it's very specific on how you're supposed to cook the noodles. Like you have to fry them first. I know that's weird, but you gotta fry them up. It's the same with Spanish rice. Like you have to take the hard grains and just throw it in some oil and some garlic and then like let it fry for like about 3 minutes at the most. And then you add the sauce stuff that you're gonna add to it. No, this isn't the 100% run. This is 100 runs in 30 days. I had to take a break because, man, I got 2 jobs, bro. So we're doing this right now. Next month, I'll either continue it or I'll do it on a weekend where I have time to do one. So sopa, yeah, they call it, depending on the culture it comes from, because it can be called sopa de fideo, or it could be called sopa de fideos. I think that's what the Cubans call it, if I'm not mistaken. It's actually an inherent, like, constant part of Latin culture to some extent. It's a poor man's meal, basically. It's basically what it is. With alphabet noodles, yeah, you use the cheapest noodles you got. That's how it works. Yeah, dude, the cheapest noodles you got. Just call it sopa. Yeah, that's fair, dude. Pendejo. Yeah, but yeah, okay, so yeah, that, I mean, obviously, soy Chicano. I mean, I'm a Mexicano, but I'm considered Chicano. Like, I have family from across the border. Some people don't believe me. I've noticed this. They think I'm talking out of my ass, bro, but I've been Mexican as long as I remember, my friends. I was born a poor Mexican child in a poor Mexican neighborhood, surrounded by poor Mexican people. My whole life, my friend. My real name is Ramon Alfonso Garcia IV, and I'm the fourth, bro. The fourth. You understand? And if my dad would have had a daughter, that wasn't an option. I was gonna be a boy no matter what. That's how it worked in my family. You're gonna have a boy. That's it. You ain't gonna have no girls. It's gonna be a boy. Even if it's a girl, she a boy, yo. You know, like, that's how it was. And like, my son is the fifth, basically. That's why when people are like, what do you mean Ray or Ray? It's like, dude, I just go by Ray, bro. Doesn't matter how you spell it. It's Ray. My name is Ray. That's what I go by. It's easier to remember. You can spell it any way you want. The transition, I know, right, Alex? All right, it's got to be some weird shit there. Named you Zach. Gabriel's an interesting name, though. As long as you just type it out. Like, it's all that really matters. You know what I mean? But enough about that. How's life? How's Saturday? What are you guys up to? What are you guys going to be doing this weekend? You got any special plans, or? First being beautiful, biatch, right? Yeah. You working all weekend? Man, me too, bro. Good times, sir. Good times. Finish CPR certification. Nice, dude. Spending time with my son, get him every other... That's good stuff. Just got home from the gym. Good stuff, dude. Need to go grocery shopping. Yeah, that part, that scares me. I know that's weird to say, but like, dude, prices be up. You feel me? Like, dude, them prices is like, damn. Like, I don't know, man. I should become a stripper at this point. Like, I should have been a stripper, yo. Like, shit. I gotta strip for the Megs, you know what I mean? Like, that's terrifying. Going grocery shopping is fucking terrifying for me nowadays. Yep. Good times. My buddy repeats. Gets drunk over and over Jesus. $800 for 20 pieces of lumber. Holy shit, son. Yeah, I don't like going shopping anymore, bro. That was like one of my therapies at one point in my life. Is you know, shopping therapy. Like, quite literally, like, whenever I felt kind of bad, and it's a bad habit, I know it is, and you don't have to tell me that. I already feel terrible enough as it is about it. Okay? But sometimes a girl wants things, you know what I mean? So that's how it goes. And my daughter, man, oh man, that kid is spoiled as shit. I love my daughter, but my God, dude, she has the whole world on a string for me. Like, I'll do whatever it takes for that kid. I really would. So, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't take her to the store. I know that's mean, but I don't take her to the store. I'm like, no, we're not going to this. Let's go to Target. Let's go to Target. I want to go to Target. Nope, we're not going to Target. Let's go to Walmart. No, I don't want to go to Walmart. You know what I mean? Like I feel bad about it, but I mean, shit, dude, I can barely afford to pay my bills sometimes. Like, hell no. My 18-year-old daughter got spoiled though, because like I don't really see her often, honestly, and she was here for only like 3 weeks or something, right? She's gonna leave next week. Me and her haven't had a day together like the whole time she's been here. We haven't had a day at all where we just spend it together, which kind of depresses me because I love that kid very much, you know what I mean? But so I took her to see Barbie. You know, I took her to see the Barbie movie. Then I went and got her one of those Barbie shakes they got at the donut place. You know, and then I bought her some shit. You know, but like, dude, I don't do that often. Like, I wish I could do it more, you know, but in this economy, man, it's impossible to do all that anymore, you know. This kid is 18, man. That blows my mind that she's 18. It really does. And I love my kids. Like, I adore my children, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I freaking love them to death. You know, like, I didn't want kids at all growing up. Like, I was like, nah, I'm gonna be a fucking bad parent, straight out. And then I did, you know, when I was young, do the thing and got some girl pregnant real young and all that, because I was real young. And but then, like, I really, truly didn't understand the majesty of love until my daughter was born. Like, then I really understood, in my opinion, what true love is, because of the things you're willing to do for someone that you truly care about. You know, and if it wasn't for my daughter, I don't think I would have ever learned that lesson about love. So I'm grateful every day. Every day. You know, and if it's going to cost me a little more money sometimes, you know, I'm willing to pay it, but how did you like the Barbie movie? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's all this stuff on the internet about it being, you know, political and all this. And yeah, it's kind of political, not going to lie. But I mean, I think the overlying specifics about what Barbie represents, in my opinion, is quite a positive thing. Whether you're on like the side of the feminism movement or not, I think it's good for girls to know they can do anything they want to do. And I don't think it's up to anyone to tell them they can't, you know what I mean? So I kind of feel like Barbie, in that sense, kind of drives that home. But I feel like there is a lot of specific stuff in the film that people won't agree with, you know what I mean? Which is understandable and relatable in some ways. But I mean, it's like going to church, you know what I mean? You don't have to drink the Kool-Aid. You can go to the service, but it doesn't mean you need to believe everything that the preacher says, you know what I mean? It's really on you whether or not you prescribe to certain things or not. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt. It's not a bad film, but I can see how people would be like kind of not okay with the film, I guess. Gotta watch out, because I'm gonna get fucking double tapped here. Nope. Okay, good. Yeah, good. Yep. It's like, it's, in my opinion, it's like this. Like, you know, like with cartoons and video games, and like, you know, there's always people saying it incites violence, it indoctrinates the way you are, like, you know, in life, that, you know, people put this stuff into the media and put it into film and stuff. And I'm inherently an enjoyer of films that are mostly lighthearted, and like, I know this is weird because it seems like I wouldn't be, but I love animated films. I love like children's movies. I know that's weird, right? Because I'm a grown adult, but I like anything that has a wholesome message, essentially. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like the video games thing. I was talking about video games inciting violence, music inciting violence. It's really like, if you're talking about children specifically, it's on the parents to make that designation different. Like, it's really on them to regulate what the child's watching. And like, kind of important to understand, it's your own personal responsibility to be your child's advocate. It's nobody else's. It's not the government's. It's not like some dude that's supposed to be a role model that they watch on YouTube or some shit. And if your kid falls into bad habits, the only person you have to blame is yourself. You know? It really is on you. Like, as much, you know, until they turn into an adult, of course, they have to make their own decisions, and their own shortcomings kind of come out and stuff, and they make mistakes, and everybody does. But I feel like a lot of times people just assume that the media is going to be provided a specific way and teach their kids the stuff they need to know about life, when in reality it's not like that. You have to sit down with your kids. You got to explain things. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's good stuff, Mohammed. Yeah. It's good stuff. Yeah, like, it's definitely good stuff. Like, I kind of just miss that wholesomeness. And I know that's weird because I'm being nostalgic, but I mean, like, the late 90s had a lot of wholesomeness to it. Like, there were good shows on TV that you could, like, kind of watch with your family and stuff. But, like, the only stuff I really see nowadays is really, like, specific. You know? It's kind of weird. I haven't seen it. I was thinking about watching it the next 2 days, Alex. I haven't seen it yet. My daughter hasn't seen it either, so hopefully, if you say it's good, it might be good. You know what I mean? I've changed it 3 times since we started, Edson. So, quite literally, I had actually 4 times. I had the long sword, then I had the, what's it called? The club, the reinforced club. Then I had the Gravelord sword. Now I have this. So I have changed it. How long you been watching? Why am I red? Because that's the color the game chose for me. That's why. No other reason. Thanks for the Shrek. I appreciate it. Oh, we didn't buy it? Holy shit. Well, whatever. It's fine. Clifford the big red dog. Yeah. Whatever the color is chosen by the game is the color I use, because, I mean, I play this game so often, like, there's no point in creating a character anymore. It just comes out the way it does. Forsworn Night Gaming? No, it's Fortnite Gaming, guys. Remember that. Fortnite.
Don't get yourself.
Belongs to the Nords. That's fair. Yep, Skyrim does belong to the Nords. Can you play Ragnar the Red for me, by the way, Willis, if you don't mind? Oh, a bloody tale. Do you get to the Cloud District often? Of course you don't. Stop right there, criminal scum! I think that's my favorite line in any fucking Elder Scrolls game ever. Stop right there, criminal scum! Like, dude, that should be an update on the page. Like, that should be a sound update. Stop right there, criminal scum! That's all I know. That's fair. At least you tried. I'm gonna make you a cake and I'm gonna write on it. At least you tried. You violated the law, yeah. Willis, Jesus, that's harsh as fuck, dude. I like one in Dishonored when you go to the dark route and the NPC, I don't want to die. I've never played Dishonored. That's a game I should play too, because I haven't played Bioshock or Dishonored. Those games I haven't played, but I've heard they're really good. I haven't played a single Bioshock game, man. I can't wait to play it. Thanks for the GG. I don't want to die. Depending on what you're doing with it, Mark, yeah, it can be. I use them as heals on like an any percent run because it heals you completely. But if you're doing like more stuff with it, like level 1, like chaos actually scales with humanity. You know what I mean? Or if you're doing like, if you're trying to farm for items, if you have 10 humanity, soft humanity, then you basically can farm a lot easier because your discovery goes up. So it just depends. And your resistances as well. So And plus, it's the only way you can summon somebody as well. Dishonored 2 is good dialogue for me. The best one was the first one. I really enjoyed the game. So many challenges. Oh, that's good stuff, dude. The first one. I gotta remember that. It's the first one that's good. Doesn't mean the other one's completely terrible, does it? Or what's your opinion of that? Okay, now I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Second one, Death of the Outsider, finished it, but it's good overall. So it's just different, I guess. Different route. Is it like the gameplay kind of the same, like no matter what though? I mean, that kind of matters too. Like continuity between games is kind of important. I know that's one of the reasons why Dark Souls 2 gets a little bit of flack to the continuity between both. Even though I truly enjoy Dark Souls 2, and we're playing it next anyways, but. Oh, an incredible story. Okay, that's fair. Alex, that's fair. The story was better. That's very important too. Da da dee doo dee doo dee, da 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 doo dee doo doo, dee doo dee doo dee doo dee. Do you guys know anything about Doja Cat? Did you see she lost 200,000 followers in one day because she was talking trash about her fan base? That's pretty crazy. She's all talking about how not all my fans can have to like me. It's like, dude, they're paying your bills, dude. Shush. Shush it. What's wrong with you? Man, I would kill to be Doja Cat, yo. Like, I'm not even kidding, dude. If I had that cash and I was as talented as she is, man, holy shit. Fuck. But, like, damn, really? You're gonna just bite the hand that feeds you? Alright. It's not a smart idea. It's kind of crazy to think about when that happens. Like I heard earlier, because I was watching like one of those documentary videos about MGMT. I don't know if you guys are familiar with their music, but they kind of had like a following in the late 90s. Well, I guess it's more like the 2000s era. It's the 2000s era. But MGMT is this kind of like, they had like a lot of really strange, like kind of experimental music, and they were known for like, before that and after that, they kind of went back into their experimental funk phase, kind of. Not funk. I think it was funk, or it was like, yeah, something like that. Tyler does that too. That's fucked up. Yeah, well, they basically sidelined themselves on purpose. I was like, are you serious, bro? For real? Why would you do that? Like, they made 3 really popular songs. They had 3 hits. And they did on purpose. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I mean, it's what comes with the territory of being a musician, man, you know? And I don't really think sellout is a thing unless you're selling your soul to people. You know, you have that convo and you have that meeting with that group we're not going to talk about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That group. You know what I mean? That group specifically. Like, then that's when you know, will be basically selling your soul to the devil almost. So, did you finish Sekiro? I beat it, if that's what you mean, Samuel. I don't know what finished means. Did you finished? I've beaten it before, yeah. A big F you? Yeah. Like, years ago, Samuel, you know, when the game came out and it was really in the height of the popularity of that game? That's when I beat it, you know, like when the game came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the game had validity to some extent. Unfortunately, nowadays it doesn't have much validity, unfortunately. That's just how it goes. And there's no reason for me to play it. What's up, Michael? Welcome. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. You know, I wouldn't do that. You can still, I mean, a prison is still a place. That's what people don't understand. Make the most of that situation. Doesn't mean you have to destroy it. Because if anything, the reason why you're there is because of your talent. You built that temple. You know, how you utilize that temple is up to you. You want to be a sellout, you know, like, then yeah, you're going to be a sellout. But if you try to keep continuity in your stuff and purpose and, like, you know what I mean, then you're not truly ever a sellout. You know, if you keep your morality in a certain check, you know, then you won't be a sellout. And there are plenty of people that are super popular that have made lots of money that aren't sellouts. You know what I mean? Look at Keanu Reeves. We were talking about this dude yesterday, right? This dude's been in some of the biggest blockbusters of history in general, right? Is the dude a sellout? Could you call him that to his face, realistically? No, because he chose his path. He lives in the house, in that specific prison that is Hollywood, technically, but he never let it affect him the way that it affects other people. Yeah, we're doing it next, Mustafa, after this run. And then we're gonna play Demon Souls after that one. And then I'll probably get on Kick and do some runs in Elden Ring. What you do is you find a tutorial on YouTube, Samuel, and it'll tell you how to do that, my friend. I'm pretty sure there's at least 150,000 of them. Or you can just Google it. That's a good way, too. Google does exist, my friend. Yeah, Google's like the sage of the internet, man. It's like Big Hat Logan, only far more powerful and sees a lot more than Big Hat Logan ever did. Google's where you ask questions? No shit, yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with that, but do you have a group of people to paintball with? That's what you need to do too, though. Like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it all the way, Bo. See what I'm saying? That's like the fucking way to do it. If you're gonna do that, yeah, I can see that. Of course. Come on, brother. What you doing, man? Stop that shit, sir. Come here. Right here. Get right here. Right in my face. I'm okay with that. Come on. Don't jump back anymore, please. Get right in your spot right here, sir. Oh, come on, dude. Really? There we go. Hey, come on down, dude. There's plenty of room. Come on. Alright, yeah, you do that. Build what? Willis, I'm trying to follow. I'm looking back over there. I don't know if you're responding to somebody. New episode. The new episode of Futurama. Nice, dude. What does Futurama have that I don't have? Sex with robots. That's what it has. Sex with robots. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's just the thing. It's like that a lot of the time. A game becomes super popular for a while, then it dies out, you know? And the thing is the games I really want to play aren't popular at all, like, anymore. Like, they had a following. They still have a following, kind of like tongue-in-cheek, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's new Futurama. I thought you had that with your AI. Yeah, I do. I do indeed. Like, Skyrim still has a following. It's, you know, it's been out for a long time. But I know a lot of sour ass fucking Elder Scrolls players, you know, I've seen them. They're like, yeah, you started on Skyrim, you fucking noob, you know, like, you fucking noob. You didn't ever play Oblivion. You didn't play, you know, you didn't play any of them. You didn't play Daggerfall, you know. You fucking noob. Skyrim. The least RPG version of the game. How dare you? It's a fucking crime against humanity. You should be put in prison for that shit. It's like, it's just a video game, dude. Chill the fuck out, man. Fuck. Holy shit. Kind of worried to calm it down. I don't know, man. They might not. I know Mike Judge doesn't tone his shit down, so I mean, you might be in luck there.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
What's up, man? Well, played some Oblivion. That game is fun, dude. It's just the animations that get me, though. Or Bender will bend you. He's a bending robot. I do remember this, yes. Yes, Sky Oblivion. Bender bending Rodriguez, the way he says it, Rodriguez. It's like, yes, Rodriguez. The run's good, man. How you doing, Manuel? It's life, dude. Negotiating for more money? Yeah. I mean, Futurama is really iconic. You know? But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm tired. Like, I'm already tired. I had a fucking energy drink already, and I'm still tired, man. I'm burnt out. This is some crazy shit. I don't think I've been this tired in a very long time, actually. Which I hope it passes, especially tomorrow. I want to feel better tomorrow, cause I got my kids over. We're probably gonna be grilling. You know, it's gonna be a good time. Hopefully I feel better tomorrow, man, because I am tired as fuck. I might actually get more coffee. I just had an energy drink, dude. Don't mix that shit together, by the way. It's a bad idea. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to tempt fate. I'm going to tell the gods, give me more caffeine. I'm going to be like, what's his face? Oliver Twist. Sir, can I please have some more? I'm gonna put on my little English lad shorts and just walk up with a newsy cap and be like, "Sir, I'd like more caffeine. May I have some more?" Life's alright trying to find a job? Yeah, dude, life be like that. I get it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Do 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 da da da. I'm so into you, I can hardly breathe. closer. Yes, I'm singing Ariana Grande. Get over it. Yeah, that's been out for years, Manuel. Like years, bro. Like I'm not kidding. Like it's been out for at least like 5 years, maybe.
Sorry, fool.
It's a good song. Yeah, dude, I love that. That's one of my favorite songs. That's actually one of the first songs that really got me into Ariana Grande. Because I used to hear it at the gym all the time. I was like, you know what? I like this. And then like I went and I listened to like a few of her other songs. I was like, you know what? I really like this. Like the glitter hit me then, man. The pink glitter just washed all over me, and I was saved by Ariana Grande. Saved from a stagnant life of hardcore music and gangster rap. I was like, yes, I feel this. This is my true savior, Ari the Goddess. Yeah, it's updated every like 6 months, Manuel, something like that. 6 months to a year. That's been out for a long time, bro. Yeah. I did a bone wheel run with that mod like a long ass time ago. I played as a bone wheel, and it was pretty funny. Ah, shit. Did you see me? Dude, I love that song. Dude, is that SWV? That's SWV, right? Sisters with Voices? Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on a second. SWV is fucking, like, that's like classic fucking talent, man. You know that? SWV is such classic talent. Are you gonna play and do it? Nah, probably not. I don't have time, Manuel. It's not that it wouldn't be a fun run, because it would. Maybe if I have time, maybe like the 300-hour run or something, I'll do something like that. But it's not really advisable that I do any runs like that anytime soon, unfortunately. But maybe in the near future, it's a possibility. I'm not really gonna make like a promise about it though, unfortunately, or like make time for it since I don't have time as it is. I'm so into you. Dude, that's gonna be stuck in my head like for the rest of the day, dude. You do realize that? That's a classic ass song. I love that song. Don't worry. Yeah, no, I'm just, you know, that's the thing, is just don't have time, man. If I had time, yeah. For sure. Cause there's so many games coming out, bro. Like quite literally. Cause we were just talking about Starfield and fucking Armored Core 6 and like Lies of P and like Lords of the Fallen. Like it's just gonna be heavy, dude. Like there's gonna be so much out that like I won't have time to do like the standard stuff in other games. And if I'm running a challenge, that challenge is always first priority. So like we're doing 100 runs in 30 days. That's the main priority right now. Getting to 100. So we're at 320. If we finish this, we'll be at 321. But we need a total of 418 in order to accomplish the run. That's basically it. I don't know a thing. You're the one. Yeah, dude. Dude, the 90s R&B was just the best, like in my opinion, for specifically R&B music. You know what I mean? Like SWV, you had Jade, you had freaking Boys to Men, bro. Oh my god, Boys to Men, dude. Boys to Men, dude. Boys to Men was like fucking great, dude. I loved Boys to Men when they were out, dude. Motown Philly back again. Like, dude, oh my god, bro. I loved Boys to Men, dude, when they were out. Adored them. I even like, what's it called? New Edition with Bobby Brown and without Bobby Brown. I even like Bobby Brown. Fucking, dude, Bobby Brown was great on his own, dude. Like, quite literally one of the best pop musicians, bar none, honestly. For the time period, he's just absolutely brilliant. Alright, man, we'll see you later. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Color Me Bad, dude. I wanna sex you. That song's kind of creepy though, yo. I'm not gonna lie. That song's just a tad bit creepy. Until you wake up, he says in the song. Like, what do you mean? But until I wake up, like, what is that? What do you mean? Gonna sex me up while I'm sleeping? Like, did you drug my ass? Is this a Bill Cosby situation? Like, what do you mean until we both wake up? What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing, weirdo? Like, what is this shit? I ain't drinking a Coke from that motherfucker. Hell no. And yes, I like Whitney Houston, man. If you don't like Whitney Houston, I'm sorry. I fucking love Whitney. I love me some Whitney, dude. I love Whitney with a passion. I love Whitney. Whitney's a great musician. She's a great singer. Her personality was amazing, even though she had it pretty hard at the end. I get it. You know what I mean? But drugs are hard on people. Whitney was an amazing person. Like, just talented as fuck. Like, nobody could step on that lady. In my opinion, vocally, like in that era too, like just she's just so talented, man. It came out of her body and her soul, and like amazing, dude. Whitney was an amazing talent. That's legit one of my favorite eras. I say this a lot, though. That is like my favorite era of time, just in general. Like being alive was like the mid 90s. Like the mid 90s. I was young in the mid 90s, but I remember a lot of it. I remember a lot of the mid 90s, and it's because it was my favorite era to live in. Like still to this day, like there was so much stuff, dude. The cinema was amazing. The acting was great. The writing was amazing. Like all of it was good in the mid 90s. Like. Quite literally, some of the films that came out in the mid-90s are some of the best films I've ever seen in my life. The music was great. Hip-hop was great. R&B was great. Rock and alternative was great. Like, just the fashion was cool as shit. Like, I mean, there was so much good shit in the 90s. You had young Rob Zombie, for God's sakes. You know, stuff like that. Like, you don't have nowadays. And I'm not saying that it's not as good, or maybe there's stuff I don't know about, but that era of the mid 90s to the late 90s was so great, dude. It was amazing. It was vastly great, like, and unparalleled in my mind. Like, I can't imagine living in a better era. You know what I mean? Because you had like Speed with Keanu Reeves, dude. You had Above the Rim with Tupac and the soundtrack from Above the Rim. You had Bone Thugs and Harmony. You had Wu-Tang Clan. You had, Mobb Deep. You had the Backstreet Boys even a little bit at the end, which, meh, whatever. But you had fucking Boys to Men. You had SWV. You had Set It Off with Queen Latifah. I mean, come on, man. You had D'Angelo. You had all that stuff, dude. Like, it was just great. It was a great era, dude. You had STP, Stone Temple Pilots. You had Nirvana. You had, you know what I mean? You had No Doubt even was amazing back then. With Gwen Stefani. Like, you had, dude, so good, bro. Jurassic Park, yeah, dude. Prince, MJ. More, yeah, dude. 90s, man. 90s was such a good era, dude. It was fucking great. And basketball. Don't get me started on sports. Sublime, yeah. Sublime was great too, yeah. Sports in the 90s, man. That's a whole other fucking subject matter that is just as great. Like, every little step you take, I will be the... Oh, man. Do the Running Man in the background just now. That's fucking great. Golden Eye, yeah, dude. Creed, yeah. Dude, that was a great era, dude. It was a really, really, like, it was amazing. That whole era was just so good, dude. Like, quite literally.
Don't get yourself killed.
Right, yeah. Yep. Typo negative. Yep, typo negative. Like I said, Rob Zombie, when he dropped with White Zombie, I like White Zombie better than Rob Zombie, actually. But honestly, Rob Zombie was cool by himself, too. But, like, when White Zombie dropped, dude, and, like, I was just like, wow. Like, I was like, wow, bro, this stuff is crazy. This is straight up 60s shit, but at the same time, it's modern. And, like, I loved what they were going for and, like, what the band was about. And, like, dude, Smashing Pumpkins, like, the sarcasm in Smashing Pumpkins music is some of the best sarcastic lyrics ever written, in my opinion. Like, that stuff. And then, it's all accompanied with, like, Silverchair, of course. If you've ever listened to Silverchair is pretty great. All that, dude, all that stuff was so good, bro. Bush. Like, dude, Bush was great too, dude. Gavin Rossdale, like, yeah, I love Bush, man. Bush was so good. Tool was great too, yeah. Rage Against the Machine, hell yeah, dude. And not to mention, McDonald's actually gave you what you paid for. The Big Mac. The Big Mac. Do you remember fucking Jordans, man? Jordan shoes, man? Back in the day, bro. Classic Jordans. Shit, man. That was a fun era, dude. The Dream Team. You had all kinds of people on the Dream Team. And it's funny because it wasn't all just one person. Granted, I know Michael Jordan was great, but look at his team, dude. He had a fucking team. Oh, yeah, 7 Mary 3. I love them, dude. Cumbersome is one of my favorite songs of all time, Mark. So, yeah, I feel you, dude. Like, and then even the Phoenix Suns, man. They had Charles Barkley. They had KJ. They had fucking Thunder Dan Marley. You had Malone, Karl Malone. You had so much to choose from in the sports realm, dude. It was crazy. Boxing was great. Holyfield, Tyson, fucking, like, all of them folks, man. So good, man. So much good vibes in the 90s in that sense, you know what I mean? 1990. Damn, dude. How old are you, Otto? I can't remember. Yeah, 29-cent hamburgers, 39-cent cheeseburger. Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. And then the Big Mac was a literal Big Mac. It wasn't like some piece of meat, like a tiny ass little fucking, like a puck, like a hockey puck of meat, like it is nowadays. And it cost like nothing. It cost nothing. You know, you take your family out, go to McDonald's. I gotta run this way because we got stuck here again. But you know what I mean? Like it was just a different vibe, bro. Like you could afford to feed the family back then. You know what I mean? 47. Oh yeah. Old enough to know your horse. Shh. Nobody needs to know that. Okay? Don't tell everybody. That's a secret between me and you, Danny. Okay? Yeah, even the meat tasted better, man. Like, I know that it's probably not the case. It's probably not true, and I'm just remembering it incorrectly. But the beef on a hamburger back in the 90s tasted way different. I don't know if I'm wrong there, but from what I remember, it didn't taste anything like it tastes now at all. Like, it was savory, different. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's just because I was a kid or what, but it doesn't taste the same nowadays at all. Don't kill me. Thank you. Close one. That's probably declined. Yeah, I would imagine so, man. That is a thing, I think. For $5? Holy shit, man. And then remember when they had those gigantic sodas and gigantic fries before they regulated all that shit? You remember you used to get like an extra large? You want it biggie sized? Remember that stuff, dude? They don't do that no more. Like you could get extra large helpings of fries and drinks and shit. You remember 3-liter bottles, yo? 3-liter bottles of soda? That shit that's not around no more. 3-liter bottles, dude. I remember that. Ah, 3-liter bottles, bro. You tell your kids nowadays, they used to have a 3-liter bottle of soda. Like, what? Really? Yeah, man, that was a thing. There was a 3-liter bottle of Pepsi. Like, what? You'd get that, you know, you go to Pizza Hut and get the Bigfoot. You remember the Bigfoot? It'd come with a 3-liter bottle of Pepsi for the family. Go to Blockbuster Video, right, on a Friday. Go home and order some Pizza Hut, the Bigfoot, you know, and get a 3-liter bottle of Pepsi. You remember that, man? Holy shit, son. Since 2006, damn boy. Oh, well, there's that guy. I think one of my favorite series of all time is I love the 80s. You remember that? VH1 used to have those like era-based, like they're like kind of documentary type viewing shows where they would go through different eras and explain what was popular at the time. I used to love watching those, man. Those used to be really fun. Like, I love the 80s, I love the 90s, I love the 70s. Stuff like that was pretty fun to watch, in my opinion. Thanks for the GG. You know what I mean? I miss that kind of stuff. Like, granted, I know they try to replicate it, but you kind of had to be there in the time period where it was, like, popular. You know what I mean? You can't really get the same effect. Unfortunately. Where did it go here? Like, cause you had to physically go to a channel, and it was never on demand back in the day. So it was like you had to go onto VH1, and they'd have marathons of this shit. And like, if you were a teenager, like towards the beginning of the 2000s, you know what TRL is. You already know what TRL was with Carson Daly and all that. But I mean, it's just crazy to think about all that stuff being the way it used to be. Before MTV stopped showing music videos, basically. You know, like that era was just very different. And I'm grateful to have been, you know, able to live in that era. I really am. Like, it's definitely awesome. I saw a lot of cool shit, man, you know? Some majority infected chafing going on. Maybe. Saturday morning cartoons, yeah, same vibe, dude. Different era, like kind of like for your life. I could see that because like you would wake up and there would be music videos all day. And you could just literally sit there and, like, watch them all day long, dude. No problem, right? Or, like, Casey Kasem on the radio. You know, fucking America's Top 50 or whatever it was. Yeah, that he did, you know, and he's like, back in 1984. You know, like, his voice and shit. Like, that shit was cool, man. I loved that shit, dude. I loved going on a car ride and, like, Casey Kasem's on the radio and shit. It was like one of the best experiences, man. You know, that's when I knew I wanted to do something in entertainment, actually. Was when me and my mom and my dad used to go on these long-ass car rides, right? We used to go through, like, just random-ass areas, just driving through, like, the freeway and shit sometimes, right? But we would listen to, like, Casey Kasem on a Saturday or a Sunday or whatever day he was on. And, like, I remember when I was a kid, I was like, I want to be a radio personality. That's what I want to do for a living. I want to be on the radio. And I want to know all this shit about music, you know. And music's always been very sticky. Like, I remember a lot about music. You know, I adore music, man. You know what I mean? But I was obsessed with the idea of becoming a radio personality for the longest time, bro. Because of Casey Kasem, you know? And I kind of do that now, but it's not the same thing, you know what I mean? It's kind of, I give the commentary kind of the way that you would in a radio show to some extent, but it's definitely not the same thing. I used to watch Krang, Right Down Green. The video I saw, a silly kid like, well, these guys have like 20. Do you remember VJs, man? Me and those dreaming eyes of mine. Dude, D'Angelo is one of the greatest musicians I've ever heard. I know that's weird, but I'm really into jazz and funk and stuff like that, and blues and like R&B. So like to me, the first time I heard D'Angelo, I was floored, absolutely floored, bro. Like him and Erykah Badu. Like I love Erykah Badu. She's one of my favorite musicians, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy because that's an acquired ass taste too. Like not everybody's gonna like D'Angelo. Now, I was talking to my friend yesterday, and he was talking about the movie Belly. What's up? What's up, Dylan? And I guess Cannabis was supposed to be the original dude on the track for Devil's Pie on the Belly soundtrack. And Belly's a great film, too. If you go back and watch it, the cinematography in it is absolutely spectacular, dude. It is one of the best, like, visually stunning films ever made, in my opinion, because of how they did it. You know, it has so much style to it. You Better Call Tyra. That's one of my favorite songs, dude. You know what I mean? But it's crazy because I guess what it was is that Cannabis was supposed to originally do the track that was considered Devil's Pie. And D'Angelo was like, alright, I'll do it then. You know what I mean? And he did it justice. I mean, it's amazing. Do I have to explain this or no? Everybody understands what's happening here? Because if you're new to the stream, you won't get what's going on, and that's fine if you're new. But it has to be explained if you don't understand it. Yeah, because when I was that young, like, I didn't really get into alternative all that much. I heard a few songs, you know what I mean? But, like, I wasn't obsessed with alternative music, and I kind of missed out on a lot of it. Like, I'm a really big fan of the Gin Blossoms these days. Back then, I really didn't know much about the Gin Blossoms. We didn't really listen to a lot of that. You know, like Gin Blossoms and all that. Like, you know, I was like, I don't even know nothing about it. I even listened to freaking Michael. You big dummy. No, you know, I wasn't really exposed to that kind of music when it was popular, which I had to learn later on how good it was, sadly. Alternative music in the 90s, though, is definitely fucking great. But yeah, I don't know, man. I can't really get into this shit the way I used to. I don't know if I'm just desensitized. You know, I can't. It could be the case. Like nowadays, it's not the same for me. Maybe just because I'm desensitized. But I don't know if you guys believe that it's just not as creative nowadays as it used to be. Oh, dude, Toxic is so Dude, yeah, Tonic or Toxic? Tonic, I think, is super underappreciated. If you don't know who Tonic is, dude, they're fucking great. It's probably desensitized. Maybe. Yeah, that's what I think. It could be that. Banned you for an hour for what? Nothing disgusted or surprised you anymore. Wow. Yeah, no, Tonic is great, dude. I think Tonic is an underappreciated band, to be honest with you. They're really good. Like, I don't know why, like, nobody ever talks about them. They're so good. I didn't follow community. Man, Facebook is crazy. I don't even remember you saying anything bad, bro. Doesn't like burritos? Oh, yeah. Well, I guess he doesn't like Mexicans either. I better file a fucking complaint against him. This would never happen if I was streaming on X, guys. I gotta start streaming on the X. Because it's extreme. Like, when I saw the name for fucking Twitter, bro, I swear to God, I was like, dude, am I gonna be having to ride, like, a mountain bike and, like, ride in a monster truck and listen to, like, Disturbed and drink a Monster? Like, while I'm on X? You know what I mean? What is this, ecstasy? Am I going to a rave? Like, what's going on here, buddy? It sounds like a villain from fucking, like, Powerpuff Girls or something. Doesn't it? X? Sounds like an evil corporation from a spy movie, like a cheesy spy movie or something. Corporation X. The Powerpuff Girls were cloned in a laboratory, and, you know, like, it's what it sounds like, you know, like, sounds like a James Bond kind of thing. Or like something out of Austin Powers. It doesn't sound real. Corporation X. Live action movie. I saw a live action version of the Powerpuff Girls. It was a Belle Delphine video, though. I don't know if that counts. Does that count? Firelink Shrine. I mean, we might need one more chunk. You know what? We're just gonna go get the one from the giant. Just to make sure this doesn't break on Gwen's ass. Okay.
Get you.
Final boss. Dark Souls 1. 2 hours and 26 minutes. Kind of slow, but still, we said it was going to be a slow run. No cap, yep. It is lit, sir. It's like the song with Dua Lipa and Sean Paul. way harder than it is way harder during the no hit run because of the nerves. Really, there's no other reason why. All right, there's no death 321 right there. Thanks for the GG. Now it's time for Dark Souls 2.
My lord, bless thy safe return. Let Karth and Frank serve your highness. We are
He just had to say it. It's not his fault. I'm gonna record this separately just in case we fail it. So